we're gonna go ahead and enter up inside of the brand new story just so we can actually focus on it, because I'm very excited. Because, you know, new world map, that means, by new world map, I mean, new stuff. We had Normal Crispia, then we had Beast East, and now we have the Timeline of Fates. This is what I'm very excited for. Do you plan on possibly giving a redesign to older OCs? Maybe. I might do, like, a more current. There's one that I technically have a more refreshed current design of, but I'll show that for later. But, like, let me tell you, I am kind of very excited for this one, because this is the big story that we've been waiting for. This involves Timekeeper, it involves Shadow Milk, it involves Ash Salt, it involves all these cookies, possibly Gingerbread, all these stuff. There's so many things that I'm highly anticipating for, which, by the way, I have not seen a single little, like, leak. I have not seen a little, like, spoiler for any of this. So I'm going into this completely blind. I'm completely going in blind in regards to Prologue, Timeline, Odyssey, Timeline of Fate. So yeah, someone told me I have to do the prologue first instead of doing episode 1. But the thing is, I can't even do episode 1. Because, like, you know, this is open in 10 days. And then there's all these future episodes, which, my gosh, how long? Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do a count. Okay, that'll open in 10 days. Oh, no, I have to clear Timeline Odyssey first. But this one will open in 10 days. But okay, so if we include the prologue, how many chapters is this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's 10 of these cards. So a prologue and 9 chapters. Interesting. But I'm very curious. We're going to see what we can do in regards to the prologue. Probably could separate this like 2 videos, something like that. I don't know, but story time, baby! In episodes 3 and 4, Realm of Apathy.
The mysterious pale ailment has stricken the Dark Cacao Kingdom. To find a cure, Dark Cacao Cookie ventures into the land of Beast Yeast. Will the stoic monarch be able to put an end to the sinister plot of Mystic Flower Cookie, the master of the Ivory Pagoda, and protect his land? The ultimate trial of Dark Cacao Cookie's resolution awaits at the top of the endless steps. Battling the creeping apathy poisoning his soul, the ancient hero finds a way to unite his divided power, vanquish his dreadful foe, and return home victorious.
Episodes 5 and 6, Land of Fire and Ruin.
Golden Cheese Cookie, the Radiant Queen, is kidnapped by the mysterious army of wild spices. In the eye of the spicy storm, the hero soars with golden pride. That is, until the fateful confrontation with the ancient god of destruction, Burning Spice Cookie, breaks her wings. The soul jam is gone, but the golden glint of greed is not easily dimmed. Despite her crumbling dough, Golden Cheese Cookie faces the terrible beast once more and emerges victorious. With the strength of her soul gem returned, the radiant goddess buries her enemy under a pile of rocks. Alas, Burning Spice Cookie survives and retreats into the shadows, awaiting the next opportunity to strike.
Episodes 7 and 8, A Game of Truth and Deceit.
Seeking clues about the beast binding ritual, Pure Vanilla Cookie and friends reach the Spire of All Knowledge. But the spire is not what it seemed. In his lair, the sinister master of deceit puts the cookies against a twisted kaleidoscope of lies. In the end, Pure Vanilla Cookie falters in the face of the ugly truth, revealed by Shadow Milk Cookie, and is reborn as the truthless recluse. Shadow Milk Cookie's plan unfolds. Chaos and insidious rumors spread throughout the cookie world. But just when the Master of Deceit was ready to celebrate his victory, a single ray of light pierced the blue haze of deceit to illuminate the darkness looming over the world. Pure Vanilla Cookie's boundless determination to step towards the truth despite doubts and lies.
Episodes 9 and 10, Paradise of Passion and Sloth.
Troubling news comes from all corners of Earthbread. Determined to face her adversary, Hollyberry Cookie gathers her trusted friends and ventures into Beast Yeast. But instead of fearsome monsters and fabled perils, they stumble upon the mystical Garden of Delights and the comforting sounds of its master's lyre. Will Hollyberry Cookie resist the saccharine temptation and rekindle the passion in her heart? The gentle eternal sugar cookie reveals her true nature and confines Hollyberry Cookie in the heart of the garden. Her friends risk everything to rescue the ancient hero, but the most difficult battle is the one that rages on inside her. In the end, she recalls the purpose of her shield and protects the Hollyberry Kingdom.
Episodes 11 and 12, Catacombs of Silence.
After bidding farewell to her friends at the Spire of All Knowledge, White Lily Cookie ventured to the Land of Silence in hopes of finding clues about the beast-binding ritual and the witch's magic. However, all that remained there was nothing but spirits, crumbled at the hands of Silent Salt Cookie. Despite the vicious attacks from the Wraiths, White Lily Cookie continued deeper down to the catacombs to find any traces of the past. When she finally uncovered the dark truth of the beast-binding ritual, Silent Salt Cookie revealed himself from the shadows, and along with him, a rage that burns in stillness. Facing Silent Salt Cookie's wrath, White Lily Cookie sinks deeper into the abyss, where she encounters the trials of the Kalanamic Knights. There, she learns the true meaning of solidarity and returns to face Silent Salt Cookie once more, to prove herself worthy of wielding the virtue of freedom. The Beast of Silence tests her relentlessly, yet she endures, guided by the power of freedom. To protect the Cookie World from Dark Enchantress Cookie's evil, Ginger Brave and the Cookie Alliance set forth into the very heart of her domain. Guided by the Guardians of Nature, our heroes came upon the first Nest Island, where twisted creations and teeming hordes of cake monsters awaited them. Yet even as hope wavered, Pomegranate Cookie struck from the shadows. Her magic reached far beyond the battlefield to harm the Alliance's home kingdoms and shake their resolve. Still, the valiant Cookies stood firm and drove back the tide. Emboldened by their courage, the Alliance pressed onward, until Shadow Milk Cookie entered the battle, veiling the battlefield in a magical haze. When heroes and beasts met once more, they clashed with unseen ferocity. Through one harrowing trial after another, our brave Cookies at last reached Dark Enchantress Cookie's stronghold. And there, before all eyes, she unveiled the terrible secret behind the sealing of the beasts. The very truth that Silent Salt Cookie and Elder Fairy Cookie had guarded for so long. As shock rippled through the air, Dark Enchantress Cookie set her magic circle ablaze, using the soul gems of both heroes and beasts as fuel. Then, casting aside her cookie form entirely, she emerged reborn, no longer a mere cookie. The Cookies resisted with all their might, yet Dark Enchantress Cookie's overwhelming power was unmatched. Still, little by little, courage and bravery began to turn the tide. Faced with this unexpected defiance, Dark Enchantress tore open a rift through the very fabric of space and time, reaching into other dimensions to draw forth even darker forces. Then, in a brilliant flash, White Lily Cookie appeared, the avatar of destiny at her side. After their duel, the villainess fell, but White Lily Cookie's strength gave out. She vanished, leaving behind only a single ray of light for all cookie kind. Meanwhile, as Silent Salt Cookie lay crumbling before him, Shadow Milk Cookie, having absorbed the full might of the beasts, proclaimed his grand design: to erase this entire timeline and write a brand new narrative. At that very moment, to halt the Master of Deceit, the soul gems of Silent Salt Cookie and White Lily Cookie fused as one, reborn in a single radiance light. From that brilliance arose a radiance form, taking shape as a cookie, and cast forth a lance of pure light at Shadow Milk Cookie. Struck by the blow, Shadow Milk Cookie awakened into something new. He fled into the dimensional rift, where Timekeeper Cookie took notice. And far away, in the cold and silent ultimate oven, a mysterious hand reached forth to claim the ultimate cookie. And thus, another chapter of our story unfolds.
Gotta give major shoutouts to the person who's voiced acting as Clover Cookie, which, by the way, is Zanilo, or Zanio? I think that's how you say it. Zanio, thank you so much for becoming an Unhinged pleb. We are just starting on this big story in regards to, you know, the plebbing. Well, I guess it's called something else, but it's basically the storyline of the Timeless Adventures or something like that. It's basically the storyline that came pre-packaged. I don't know why I'm saying pre-packaged, but it's the one that coincides with the Arcana of Truth and Deceit, where it features Shadow Milk Cookie, Timekeeper Cookie, and a bunch of other characters that we should hopefully be able to see. And after all that being said, now we can actually focus on the new lore and the story because we're done with all that. Chat. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh my gosh. Look at that. What was? I just saw Shadow Milk right there appear in that new sassy looking sprite, and then there's just check out story so far. Oh my gosh. Look at this formation. There's story so far and Shadow of the Silver Tree. Oh, this is weird. Oh, is this like a splitting path we could focus on? Whoa. This is okay. So do we focus on the Shadow of the Silver Tree part or the story so far part? Okay, so over here, like, has some more ominous music, but over here has Timekeeper Cookie's theme. Huh. So I have choices here, but which one should I really go for? Maybe I should try and do the story so far? Because then it'll introduce, like, all this stuff towards hope? I guess... Remember that one stutter level? Bell Ross, you don't need to spam that. I keep seeing you see that. Why are you looking like... Oh, that's the banned word. I gotta, like, try and ban that word. That's the evil word. We can't use that evil word. Anyway, like I mentioned before, or more specifically, that's the copyrighted word. You gotta go. It's 11 p.m. for you. Alright, well, we have a good night, Caleb Medina. It's fine. Let's try and not put any spoilers in the chat, by the way. Just to keep that, you know, completely fine. But I guess we'll try story so far first? Because I'm curious. We do have some meat that we can use. We can't even, like, refresh, or we can't even buy any, like, Fate Stamina Jellies here. We just have to wait for them to recharge or get them from other events and whatnot. But I guess we'll try and do story so far.
White Lily Cookie, where could you be now? Is your journey peaceful and free? The letters you left us. We read them once, twice, so many times. Hollyberry Cookie, Dark Cacao Cookie, Golden Cheese Cookie. You will be pleased to know that cookies are working hard to rebuild the world you protected. At times, it hurts to think about you. But all of us are trying our best to live our lives. Because we all wish to protect the future you paid for so dearly. Yet sometimes, when it's difficult to hold back tears, I can't help but wonder. Your smile, so truthful. How could it be? My theory is that even amidst anguish and despair, you never lost sight of hope shimmering somewhere beyond the horizon. White Lily Cookie, after all that happened, I too am feeling strangely hopeful. Somehow, I am sure that we will meet again. What if you chose to gamble everything? Because you saw a new possibility on the other side. After all, you always were a cookie who sought new answers, ready to pioneer new paths. This hope, may I keep it? These days, my head is full of thoughts, theories. Perhaps I am growing more like you. But also, I fear something. What if there is no hope? No new beginning? And your soul truly scattered in the wind?
Get those thoughts out of your head, man.
Never to become whole again? What if there is no journey and no reunion? What then? Could it truly be the end? Sometimes I wake up at night, screaming. My whole dough trembling. The world is pitch black. And in this darkness, without a single ray of light, I lie awake, only to fall into another restless dream. White Lily Cookie, what should I do? What? It was a long council, my friends.
This guy having a mental breakdown? That was traumatizing.
Indeed, the war is over. So much has come to pass. It is only natural.
Right. Shall we wrap this up?
Yes. The Dark Enchantress war is over. It left us wounded, broken, and yet, the injured are slowly healing, and our kingdoms are being rebuilt.
Those who followed Dark Enchantress Cookie have vanished. Our best efforts to find them have been unfruitful. The same can be said about the beasts. Their doughs turned to dust before we were able to study them. Their strange demise remains a mystery. I ordered my finest warriors to stay in Beast Yeast, scour the land for clues, and prepare for unforeseen dangers.
In the laboratorium, we found traces of experiments that led to the creation of the Beast Cookie's doughs.
We believe that those were crafted by Dark Enchantress Cookie herself and animated by the power of their soul jam.
Precisely. This is why they turned to dust as soon as the source of their power had been exhausted. After all, the beast's force was far greater than that of a regular cookie.
It's a miracle that this artifice dough was enough to contain it. I can't even begin to imagine how powerful they were originally.
Indeed. We still have many a question to answer. But our warriors will help us find the clues, I'm sure. We never saw the last of Pitaya Dragon Cookie. I wonder what became of them.
Yeah, this is something we all want to know.
The ultimate oven was also found completely empty.
Yes, for now we can enjoy peace. But we must not lose our vigilance. For an unseen menace may still be nearby. In times like these, it is essential to find support in each other. We must unite to prepare for the unknown. How are matters in the Golden Cheese Kingdom? Is the reconstruction effort going well?
Yes! Her Radiance is busy rebuilding her realm. This is why Queen Golden Cheese Cookie sent me as her envoy.
Very well. Now, to the last thing.
Imagine a small little bird in Golden Cheese Cookie's share. That'd be so adorable.
The radiant cookie we found.
We kept it in a jar. Sure, why not? No one's gonna think anything messed up about this.
A cookie that appeared in the very place where White Lily Cookie disappeared. There was something familiar about her, yet distinctly different. Powerful, bright, but her light began fading right after she lost consciousness. This is why we put her in this magical protective vessel. We don't know how much longer this light will last.
Have you learned anything about this cookie? Is there truly no way to bring them back to their senses?
Wizard Cookie and I have managed to reach several conclusions upon thorough examination. Indeed, the power of the Soul Gem is strong with this cookie. Correction. It won't be an exaggeration to say that this cookie is a being woven of the light of the Soul Gem itself.
A being of the Soul Gem?
Yes, highly unusual. She is the light of the Soul Gem that exists without a dough. A cookie, but not a cookie. Something in between light and dessert being.
She has no dough? Then we must make one for her.
Well, you see, there is a little problem.
Let me take a wild guess. Nothing's gonna be strong enough to contain something like that.
What my colleague here is trying to say is that cookie baking magic is not to be trifled with. Everyone here is likely well aware of what I'm talking about. What makes it especially complicated is that this being's power far exceeds the capabilities of ordinary dough. That is why Dark Enchantress Cookie built the ultimate oven and went so far to exceed her cookie limits.
Is there truly no other way? Maybe there is still something we haven't noticed.
Well, it's safe to say that we did the best of our abilities. Unless, perhaps once the Golden Cheese Kingdom's reconstruction is complete, we might use its Soul Gem technology to learn more.
Yes! But with the latest knowledge involved in the reconstruction, it might take some time.
Indeed. White Lily Cookie's gift that came with her letter. It was supposed to help rebuild the kingdom.
Hello, Golden Cheese Cookie. I think this is the first time I've written you a letter.
What hell? Their voice now? Okay.
Truth be told, I haven't written many letters in my life. One pure vanilla cookie could write pages and pages in one sitting. I thought I could do the same. Turns out it's far more difficult than it looks. If my sentences come across as awkward or too formal, please forgive me. I'm not accustomed to writing like this. I formed a few hypotheses about Dark Enchantress Cookie. If these theories prove correct, Cookie Kind will finally be able to end this long darkness, this chaos that has tormented us for ages. But the danger we face is so immense that I may not get another chance to speak with you. That's why I'm leaving you this letter. Something might happen to me, given how my soul is bound to Dark Enchantress Cookie. But then again, who can say for certain? Nothing is set in stone until it's been proven. I hope that one day, after this war ends, I'll be there to see the look on your face as you read this letter. Perhaps we might even share a smile? But what Dark Enchantress Cookie has planned, what lengths she'll go to see it through, I can sense it faintly. I know that she must be stopped, as she threatens this entire world. And in the end, I know no one else can stop her but me. So I'm going to take the gamble of a lifetime. Even if I meet an end I didn't hope for, I have no regrets. I intend to do everything I can. I've been rambling, haven't I? All this time, I've thought long and hard about what to say to you, and how. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Golden Cheese Cookie. Those words were all I wanted to say, but I could never muster the courage to tell you face to face. I can almost see you now, calling me a coward, a fool, clear as day in my mind. I hope that you truly do. You might have known this already, but I was quite fond of you. Your greed, that stubborn refusal to give up on anything you reach, on every cookie who walks beside you, cherishing them all with your whole heart. I always envied your generosity. The way you offered such deep love to your cookies. Perhaps we could have shared so many more stories together. But all the precious things I have forsaken. loved ones I took away. What I have done. I was too afraid to confront my mistakes, so I couldn't bring myself to say anything. The box I've sent along contains a substance I discovered at the Magic Academy. This is still just a hypothesis, but... within the Magic Academy, there exist spaces where soul and matter converge. I know you'll find a way to harness this unrefined power and make your dreams come true. I'm so sorry for making you lose what you held on to so fiercely. What you swore to never let go. I only wished I could help fuel your boundless ambition. May you and the Golden Cheese Kingdom shine forever in radiant abundance. And thank you for being my friend. With love, White Lily Cookie.
You little... Why didn't you tell me directly? Did you think I would be angry? Coward! What am I to do if you won't even give me the chance to forgive you? Well then, let's see what you've left behind for me. If it doesn't satisfy me, know that there will be no forgiveness. White Lily Cookie.
Ever since their majesties received those, she has been fully occupied with rebuilding the kingdom. Her Radiance mentioned that if her endeavors come to fruition, the Golden Cheese Kingdom with its denizens will be fully restored.
Whoa! That's amazing news!
Then we must find another way to identify the Radiant Cookie. And quick.
What to do?
Maybe there are magic books we haven't studied yet?
Gingerbrave?
Why he just suddenly going off and walk away like that? I mean, at the very least, I kind of like the fact that they just kind of invited, like, you know, the main heroes just, like, into the actual, like, you know, Odyssey meetings. Because, let's be honest, the Cookie Council kind of definitely needs them, because, they've been such a big hit in regards to saving the whole entire world. But, there's also something called Ominous Clarion. What does that mean? I wonder if that had to do with, like, does anyone remember, like, the aftermath of, like, what was it, episodes 11, 12, or 9 and 10? Like, it might have been 9 and 10, like, at the end of the Eternal Sugar Saga, where, like, Gingerbrave had this weird dream. But I wonder if that had to do with, like, the Dark Enchantress or the Ultimate Cookie. No, I think that had to do with the elements of nature. I think. I don't know, but, of course, Gingerbrave is always... He's doing what we call the protagonist walk. It's just like the protagonist like, let me just walk away. Maybe we could find some lore and story this way. I don't know, but what the fuck is that down there? Oh, hey there, friend. Hi. I don't think we met before. Oh, look what I found. The exploration logbook. All the collectibles we find while traveling through the timelines will be stored right here. Help me complete achievements for special rewards. Complete achievements to unlock decors. Once you place them, you can even buy more at the decor shop, so keep collecting. This is the precious ancient relic. Seems to be in pieces. There's a very low chance to obtain these fragments, so let's collect them all. This is where we collect our creature survey results. Defeat the enemies appearing in timelines to obtain traces and glimpses. Here, you can also look back on memories for your travels. You can record memories experienced in specific episodes. What do you think? Exciting stuff, huh? Now let's set off on a time travel adventure together. Honestly, I would have at least liked to hear one Wooks. And apparently if we fill more of these up, we can actually get more of these clockwork cogs. Interesting. I like the sound of that. I bet this summer there'll be a small cliffhanger in a completely irrelevant desert paradise update or some other vacation tropical southern theme update. I hope not. I'm just hoping that really, like, gives us, you know, more info on Sugar Swan, and maybe it gives us access to, like, Blue Slushy or Red Panda Comic, cookies like that. But we do have access to Ominous Clarion, so... no, maybe it'll all be fine. 5 of them, I got it.
What is it, my friend? Is something wrong?
No, it's just... well, I was just wondering if this cookie is alright sitting inside the bottle.
What do you mean?
Well, she's been sleeping like that since the day we first met. What if she's trying to wake up? What if she has something to tell us? I just wish I could ask her. Who are you? Where did you come from? How do we wake you up? Did you try to help us back then? I wish you could answer. We want to help you too. I don't even know your name. But I want to become friends. So, if you can hear me, please answer. Huh?
I hear your voice.
He's awoken? Hello?
Oh!
Hello, Ginger Brave.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, but there is no time. My strength is waning.
Are you losing your strength? What can we do?
The first oven.
The first oven? What's that? Is it a place that can help you regain your strength?
A place where you were born. Where all Soul Jam was born. A place where Cookie Kind began. I must go to the first oven.
Oh, this is...
There is no time. Please, bring me there, Ginger Brave.
Radiant Cookie! Are you alright? Talk to me! Radiant Cookie!
Ginger Brave? Who are you talking with?
Huh? The Radiant Cookie talked to me!
But we didn't hear anything.
Yes! You were talking to the vessel!
What? No way!
Ginger Brave, what did she tell you?
Ah, right! She told me she's losing strength, and to get it back... Oh, yes, she must go to the first oven!
Yeah, let me just ponder real quick. Oh, yeah, okay. So she was losing her strength and getting it back. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to go to the first oven. Sorry, I just had a brain dead real quick.
The first oven?
Yeah! She said it's the place where Soul Jam was created, and the same oven I once escaped from.
The old rusty oven in the witch's hut?
I'm not sure myself, but she needs to go there.
Curious. The first oven. Perhaps, though unassuming from the exterior, it still holds traces of a very powerful magic. But that place is bound to be extremely dangerous.
Right. Not to mention the scary witch.
As dangerous as it may be, this is our only lead.
Yeah, that place was super scary. But I also want to help that Cookie get her strength back, no matter what.
So we're going back to technically where it all began. What's the first oven? Someone's saying in the chat. I think that's where all the cookies were first born, which is ironically the place I think where Ginger Brave ran away from. Pretty sure.
I don't know how, but the Radiant Cookie spoke to me. Maybe I simply felt her most sincere wish?
But why was it you, Ginger Brave, who heard her voice?
I wish I knew myself. It felt almost as if this Cookie and I were connected. Whoa!
But we have connected.
No. You go away. You go away. You're not supposed to be here.
Our encounter changed everything. The courage you showed me. The despair you made me feel. Even if you leave, you will forever remain in us. And we will forever remain in you. In the end, all cookies are linked. Next time, we'll meet outside the oven. Ginger Brave.
Ginger Brave, are you alright? What happened?
I'm okay. I just suddenly felt weird, confused. Oh, did you see that? A blue flash outside, like a lightning strike.
When a loud horn gets called, I think that's when we panic.
Did you hear that? Like a super loud trumpet sound rolling across the sky.
It came from the outside. I sense something ominous about it.
So do I. Let's go and find out.
Oh, and of course, it immediately goes to the next cutscene, being the Light of Hope. This is actually, I think it's a combat level. But there's also a Crossroads of Choice next to it. Oh my gosh, so I'm assuming this is immediately we're going to face a boss, which, by the way, if this is a battle level, that means I have to, like, set up a team. So we have Story, Normal, and Hard. The Hard is, like, 2 million power. I want to give a huge shout out to all of the plebs who are becoming members on the HyperHimes channel, being Casual Gaming, Luli Games, Jojo Sands, Eduardo Pimentel, Wavy Plays Games, Zagai Kotsu, Luca, Dings, Umi, Pibby IRL and Electronics, Chaos Jebel, Truth the CJ Official, Anti-Prank Official, Funcat, Pebbles, Sweet Ribbon VT, Dark Flare, and Mocha CRK. Genuinely, I can't thank you all enough for all the love and support, and let's keep on growing together.